Evening, folks. Whoa, that's hot.
Yeah.
I'm realizing now we didn't do any sound checks before this.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, yeah, that's better.
Evening, everybody.
Hello.
We are your gracious hosts of the Fill My Heart podcast. I think we're just going to get right into this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we need to talk to you at all. All right,
Yeah.
here's some music. Uh-oh, my internet connection is spotty here. Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy. This is a bad time for this to happen.
No, this is good because we didn't do the intro yet. This is perfect.
Yeah, hold on. Wait, is it playing? Yeah, there it is. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Fill My Heart. My name is Drew Absher.
And I'm Parker Newman.
And this is going to be a very special episode.
Yeah, that's a weird way to put it.
I guess. I don't know. I guess that what we should say is this will be the last time we ever do a Fill My Heart here at Stab.
Yeah.
We can no longer put up with Jesse's prevalent anti-Semitism on the internet. He's got several alt accounts that he runs.
Yes.
No, this will be the last podcast we ever do here at Stab. It will also be the last podcast we do of Fill My Heart.
Yeah. But not the podcast we both ever do ever. So
yeah. No, and we, Parker and I will continue to work. Maybe egotistically, I'm hoping people will wonder, like, oh, what's going on? Parker and I are still friends.
Yeah.
We're still very good friends. In fact, the reason this is coming to an end is, well, I don't know. Where do we start on it?
It's the audience's fault. No,
Yes. It's all of your guys' fault.
You blame the child with
Yes.
the divorce. You blame the audience.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I
Yeah.
think that if I'm being honest from my own perspective on this, there's quite a few reasons why I just think it's time to end it. And I think that we should just discuss a couple of those.
Would you say it's almost something unpredictable, but in the end it's right?
Yeah, well, and I do hope everyone had the time of their life. Boom, ba-doom, 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 ba. No, I think that it's fair to give a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look at what the pandemic has been like for us as podcast.
Yeah.
Not that it's super important, but I think it is kind of interesting. So, we were doing pretty good numbers right before the pandemic. We were getting a couple thousand downloads a month, and we had tripled our listenership over the course of August 2019 to January 2020. Everything was going great. We were killing it. We were having a great time doing it. Live shows were starting to kind of pick up ticket sales-wise. Things felt good. And then the pandemic happened. And I think if I could go back to the beginning of the pandemic, I think that we kind of made one fatal flaw that kind of did us in. And I think that, in my perspective, was starting the Patreon.
Oh, really?
Not because it wasn't the right thing to do in the moment, but just what ended up happening is, when quarantine started, we thought it was going to be 3 weeks. And then what ended up happening is that every week that went on, we just started running out of shit to talk about for 2 hours a week.
Yeah.
And so we kind of started to stretch ourselves thin. And then on top of that, because people weren't commuting and weren't working at work and weren't going to the gym or whatever, whatever people did when they were listening to podcasts, people were doing that so much less, our numbers fell. And so then I think that we both kind of were like, oh, shit, we got to kind of, wiggle around, figure out how to operate this in quarantine. And I just don't think we ever found it. I think that quarantine was just kind of tough for us. The podcast kind of just, the intentions that we had with the podcast were, falling apart. And, sometimes it felt like more work than having fun with a friend, which it never did before the pandemic. And I don't know, we just started, fighting about dumb shit about the podcast, and it just became a strain,
Yeah, definitely kind of, I think, did not do our friendship good, for sure. It definitely got, to be kind of more of a chore rather than something that we both enjoyed,
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I think it's good now, honestly. It's kind of like a huge relief in a fucked up way.
100%. And, yes, the breaking point of it all, I think, is that, we need to maintain a good friendship. But I do think that one factor that we've joked about for, basically since the beginning of this podcast, but like Dr. Phil has completely ran out of shit to do.
Yeah.
Like all of his shows are just the same 4 formulas now. It's like teenager who wants to be internet celebrity, family member who's completely lost their mind and, they need help getting it back. Husband and wife who can't control crazy kid, and then like some wacky grandma who,
Yeah, we
won't
definitely started with the show being a little mysterious to us in a way, and then we just kind of saw that the magic man behind the curtain was just exploiting teenagers who thought they could rap.
Yeah, essentially, right? And then like I think that me and Parker kind of had this certainly unspoken resentment towards Dr. Phil of just like, and this happened, I think, before quarantine even, is I just started to realize, I'm like, dude, this is just not as fun as it is sad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of laughing at the parts where I'm like, Jesus, man, like, this is really just not good.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know, it's a very fucked up show, it's very hard to, like, talk about seriously and also make fun of it. It's hard navigating that. So, I don't know. Like, it's tough. Oh, but, yeah, honestly, too, because there's no one's really the good guy on it. Dr. Phil you could at least empathize with where he was coming from. Now he's just, like, a soulless piece of shit, kind of.
Yeah, and there used to be actual levity on the show.
Yeah,
and that doesn't
true.
exist anymore. The clips that we did pull for today, who knows if we'll actually get to them. We might talk about this for the whole episode. Who knows? But the clips that we pulled for today, I pulled our, Dr. Phil does those Dr. Phil classics now, which, is the ultimate admission of I've ran out of shit to do.
Yeah, true.
Is being like, just dig up the old stuff. That's what Howard Stern does 80% of his time now. You know what I mean? Just plays old shit. But in it, it's like this lady who says she can't stop flirting with men.
Yeah.
And then he's got like all these, and we'll watch it hopefully, but he like reads all these listener or viewer emails about this lady. She's like this hot 23-year-old, and then all these Midwestern ladies write in like, she knew exactly what she was doing flirting with those men, And you're like, Dr. Phil the formula used to be Dr. Phil knew he was in on the joke. Yeah. And now it kind of seems like all of the episodes that are deemed like funny are Dr. Phil being like, right, so let me get this straight. You think getting face tattoos is going to make you rap better? Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's like, if he's not willing to laugh at the situation, it's not fun.
Right.
It's not fun
either that or he used to, there's that, but he also like pretended to care and give a shit. Now he just doesn't even pretend to care.
Oh, yeah. I was talking just about like the episodes, because, it is a lot of dark shit. Obviously we don't show you guys the clips, we skip over, but it's a lot of fucking like, oof.
Yeah,
you can't make fun of that at all. Like, and so like the clips that are supposed to be kind of light and fun,
right? They
used to be actually kind of light and fun.
They used to be fun, and then he's just like, "Oh, well, maybe you should get a job, you fucking idiot." It's like, Jesus.
Dude, the most recent Dr. Phil clip, the episode is called "I Went from College Athlete to Homeless and Addicted."
Yeah,
and the first fucking clip is called "Why Man Who Refuses to Get a Job," and it's like. Dude, the title of the episode is he's addicted and homeless.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is your lead he refuses to get a job?
Yeah, it's really become like conservative propaganda.
Dude,
it's very weird.
And it's hard to laugh at that. And it kind of wears. And once you realize that like it's also formulaic, there's only so many jokes we can actually make about it.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? It sounds like me and Parker are like we're saving ourselves from the podcast, but this thing, it does the longevity of it, and we knew that starting this thing. Yeah, we would talk about this 3 months in. Is like, dude, I hope Dr. Phil doesn't like die.
Yeah,
because then
I do over. Now, but
now that this thing's over, I have no reason to hope him to live. But yeah, but like we were well aware of the fact that like the shelf life on this was limited, and I don't know. I will say that it does really suck that. I do believe that had the pandemic not happened, we probably wouldn't be having this moment right now.
I mean, possibly, but you never know,
I don't think so. I think that if everything would have kept going well, and numbers never dropped, and we might be having this moment about Dr. Phil being like, Jesus, man, this is heavy to watch every week, but I think for the most part we would have been able to pound past it and keep living life, and keep telling good stories on the podcast, keep people engaged, and but shit happens, man. This is the cycle of life. Nothing's forever, and we move on.
2 years is insane for a podcast.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
consistently,
dude.
man.
I'm not even saying. I think other than Robert Emoto, I don't know anyone in Sacramento that's kept up
except for Stab.
Podcast except. Oh wait, fuck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 8 years doesn't mean shit to Parker.
You guys are a given. It's like
you guys are like how people never say Tupac is the greatest rapper.
Yes,
it's
exactly. 100%.
It's unspoken.
You're like you're like the pin note on a textbook thing.
Yeah, right, exactly. No, yeah, and it is extremely long time. But it's also like Parker and I are, just because we're friends doesn't mean we're not going to grow. And
I should just said I meant stand-ups too. That was such an easy cop.
Yeah, you had an easy out there. Parker and I, it just is one of those things that's like, it's time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just time. There were so many moments in the past couple months where it's like, shit, dude. Okay, we got to do the podcast. And I'll be honest. I think the moment this really hit me that we needed to do this was last couple weeks ago when we forgot to come here.
Yeah,
to do
true.
a podcast.
Yeah, that was insane.
And again, sorry, Jesse, about that.
That was
But I never fucking pre-pandemic would we have forgotten about a live show.
Yeah, true.
Never in a million fucking years.
Yeah, and it's not like, I don't know about you, but for me, it's not like I had a shitload of things going on. If
nothing.
I'm just being honest.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. I could have been here, no problem, but the problem was I put it in my calendar wrong.
Oh, really?
Did I tell you what happened? Why it wasn't in my calendar?
No.
Kind of funny, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because when we had started doing these at Stab, I'd put them in my calendar every month.
Yeah.
And I got to March, and I said to myself, there's no way we're still in the pandemic in March. And so I remember that moment being like, well, February is probably good enough. I don't want to have to go delete a million of these things when it's over. And so that's why March wasn't in there, because I thought the pandemic, I was like, there's no way it's a year long,
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, when that happened, man, I really spent some time thinking. I'm like, man, that makes me feel really shitty that this thing that I once loved does not have my attention the way it used to. And I was like, fuck. And then, we did a podcast on Thursday that we never put out. Patreon episode.
Oh, really?
I never put it out because it's like, it feels kind of shitty to be like, all right, we'll talk to you guys next week. And then the next time they hear from us are like, hey, we're not doing this anymore, I
mean, it is next week, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, technically. But yeah, I just never, I could upload it, I suppose. But I'm probably tomorrow I'll go through and turn everything off. But
yeah.
But yeah, we did that, and then we were just like, I think that both of us have walked away from the podcast the past couple of months, just kind of being like, okay, we did it.
Yeah,
we're not passionate about it, we're not feeling it, but I don't know.
Well, you've quoted Neil Young, and said it's better to burn out than fade away.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, totally.
Which kind of hypocritical for someone still touring. I mean, not during COVID,
Yeah.
At fucking 80 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, still fucking blowing into a harmonica.
Yeah.
How old is Neil Young?
Probably not 80, but definitely.
I bet he's closer to 80 than
true.
I bet he is.
No, there's no more like Neil dying of old age.
Yeah, more like Neil about to pass out.
Yeah.
He was born in 45, so he's 75.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Good for Neil Young. Hang in there, Neil. Yeah, I don't know. You have anything you wanted to add, Parker?
Probably, but
how do you feel?
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely still want to do podcasts and stuff, but yeah, I feel like this thing's kind of run its course, and I feel like it's been kind of bad for our relationship as friends, and I definitely think that it's healthier to definitely just kind of end it before it eats at us even more.
Yeah, and to be clear about the bad for us as friends thing, I think that me and Parker were kind of in a shitty position, and I hate to keep coming back to the pandemic, but this genuinely seemed like a viable money option in February of 2020.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
I mean, dude, we were, the numbers we were doing, and the projection of how everything was going, it was like, not that we were going to be fucking millionaires in a month, but that like, oh, hey, we could actually probably start making a little bit of cash off advertisements and merch and selling stuff a little bit more and like, starting to make a little bit of money from it. And that's kind of why we started the Patreon, was to start kind of funding, getting some money, some capital so we could buy T-shirts and stickers and everything.
Right.
But then, then we had that kind of pressure working on us too, where it's like we kind of felt like we had to keep up this. I'll speak for myself. I felt like we had to keep up this podcast that was growing, and any kind of dip was a step in the wrong direction.
For sure.
And
honestly, I like doing 2 episodes a week. I thought it was fun. But
no, it was fun. It was certainly fun, but. I mean, there were certain...
It eats at you, for
sure.
And
we joked about it a few weeks ago, but, like, we opened the regular podcast talking about the new shirts and underwear we got.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not... If we were doing one a week... Remember how at the, like, pre-2020, like, we would come in here and you would have a story about a heckler. I would have a story about a date gone wrong. We would laugh the entire time, and then we'd watch clips.
Yeah.
Now it's like, hey... Did you watch a movie? And it's just not the same fervor, and we don't. And I think that part of that during the pandemic was hindered because like we had to fill 2 hours worth of time instead of an hour at this point.
Yeah, true.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's not that the Patreons weren't fun.
No, the workload definitely, it did.
It just became tough to be like sitting in a room for a week and then have to pull shit out of your ass to talk about for 2 hours in front of mics, and you had to make it good because now we're getting paid for it. Now there's a pressure to like put out good stuff.
Yeah, that puts on a lot of pressure. Like any amount of, because it's like, oh, I don't feel like I, it's kind of like, oh fuck, dude, now I have to really bring it.
Yeah, and that's and that would be so in my head when we're doing the Patreons, where I'm like, oh shit, dude, is this even good? Is this even interesting? And we never got bad feedback, but I mean. We hit the ground running with the Patreon, and now we hadn't gained any followers in like months.
Yeah.
So it's just it just feels like the good time to end it. And I don't know. How do you feel about it, Parker? What was your favorite Fill My Heart memory?
That's a good question. I'd say probably that one night that like whole birthday party stuck around for the live show.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun for sure. That, definitely, if I had to, all the guests we've had, that's been a lot of fun. It's crazy how long it's been since we, like, had guests in, I almost said the fucking studio, in that stab. But yeah, what about you? What's your favorite?
I don't know. I liked when we almost got canceled.
Oh, yeah, that lady. Yeah, that was fun. I don't know, it's just funny because, like, she tried to cancel us for, like, making 9/11 jokes. And, I don't know. Like, it's funny because, like, whenever you see people like that, 90% of the time, they're rich as fuck.
Yeah.
And, like, I looked at her Instagram, and it's just like, I'm in Malibu.
Yeah, she was hanging out with the dudes from Queer Eye.
Yeah.
The Netflix one. Yeah, it's like, she was, like, totally...
It's like you're so disconnected from the average
American. We do stand-up comedy in like a closet most nights of the week, and you're partying at Nobu with the guys from Queer Eye telling us we're the idiots.
Totally. And then like they a lot of the times end up being like actually way less progressive than you.
Yeah.
They're just like, I mean, come on, we need some kids in cages. Like
Yeah, that lady sucked. Yeah. I remember getting the DMs being like, oh, a fan. And then we were just mentioned in a story calling us like a bunch of racists or whatever.
Yeah, I forgot what even happened.
Oh, I remember the whole story.
Oh, yeah.
It was the episode, so the live show we did before that was Danielle Berjoli.
Right.
And then the next live show, we were going to do the follow-up to Danielle Berjoli.
Yeah, exactly.
And so we were joking about the video in between of Danielle Berjoli and her mom between they were flying home from the first Dr. Phil visit, and they got in the fight on the airplane.
Right.
And you had joked, you said something along the lines of like, I would rather have been on 9/11 than on that plane with Danielle Berjoli.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, I think I said I would rather hear a Muslim guy yell Aloha Akbar than Cash Me Outside.
Yeah.
Or something like that, right? And then the lady like just freaked the fuck out and said we were like rape apologists too or something.
Wait, really?
Yeah, because we had.
I hate when you criticize someone and it's just like people like that. They're so reactionary that they have to say every bad thing.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
just
and that's the thing is like once
you cheat on your taxes, you fucking like.
Well, and it's so strategic too to be like they're all these things because they fit into the same bubble. And if you believe that we're racist, you're also going to believe we're rape apologists. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
100%.
no one's ever going to be like, okay, I could see misogynist, but I can't really see neo-Nazi. You know?
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's very much just like trying to ostracize you to the point where like, oh, this person is not to be spoken to or reasoned with. Like they're just evil and bad, and just because I said so.
Yeah. And I remember what we were. I don't remember like the whole context of it. I don't remember what the conversation was, but I remember the things that we were saying about rape were not jokes.
Yeah,
we were like talking about something that had either happened on Dr. Phil or like something about the ranch or something, and the word rape was brought up, but we were not joking about it in the slightest.
Yeah, totally. It's sometimes just bringing things up, and that's what's really tough. Like, has people just fucking really like lose their shit because they just assume it's something awful.
Yeah, it has to. If someone is saying a word that upsets me on a comedy stage, it must be that they're making light of it.
Yeah, it's like,
That's
what
not
if
true.
what if the joke is literally rape culture is bad or something? It's like they wouldn't know. If I said the most progressive thing, like if I were Trevor Noah or some shit, I'm sure she would have liked it, but whatever.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's anyway, that was one of my favorite memories. I also loved the story of the time you picked up the girl and she gave you the deaf girl that gave you a blowjob, and then you took her to karate.
Yeah.
That was one of the funniest things I've ever heard. When we spilt the energy drink on my laptop right before the show.
I remember. Oh, and didn't you make like someone spit out their?
Yeah, we made someone do a spit take at a show.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, doing the show. The third one we ever did as a live show.
Oh yeah, holy
that
shit.
was crazy.
Yeah, that was very crazy. That was one where we should have been canceled.
Yes, we should have been doing this conversation on episode 4.
Yeah, honestly, it was just.
We just realized it's not a good idea for us to be doing this.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, comedy's so weird, you know. I don't know. It's you tried to find the line and then just kind of dip your toe over it, but yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, but you know what, man? We regret nothing. We had such a good time doing this, man, and we made a lot of fucking friends. A lot of people on the internet who ended up liking the podcast.
Honestly,
very cool to us.
Like a lot of people have reached out. Not to brag, but I've been laid off it, which is insane.
A bunch, dude. And that's something we never talked about because we never wanted you guys to catch on. Yes. Parker got so much goddamn pussy from this podcast.
It is not fair.
Incredible amounts.
To people who like have taken care of their bodies forever. Like it's not
like Parker, if you saw some of the girls he fucked from this podcast, you'd be like, why are you guys quitting?
Thank you. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, I even got a relationship out of it.
Yep.
Didn't last too long, but yeah, it's fun, you know. I don't know, and just like there's people who still message me now, and I'm like friends on the internet with them, like, and it's really great, you know. We have awesome fans who realize that we're just comedians and we're not evil people because we sometimes joke about fucked up shit.
Yeah, and we never said this either, but I think it is kind of funny. Is like the majority of the people who are like diehards who like message us are women.
Yeah, true.
We don't really have any male fans that reach out very often. Yeah, that's a good point,
actually. Yeah, we have Oscar. Other than that,
Oscar, we have a couple people.
Yeah, but there's mostly women. Yeah, and it's so funny because so many people like I've gotten to know, and they've been like, oh yeah, well I've been like sexually assaulted, and I have an eating disorder. It's very much like you know,
dude.
Sometimes people try to like protect other people from jokes for joking about things that they've never experienced,
Yeah.
which is always weird.
1,000,000%.
And it's
man.
like, what if people are like trying to cope with?
Yeah, that's what
through
I
humor.
assume every joke is, someone coping with something. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's what I try to imagine
Same.
it is.
Yeah, my wife's fucking ugly.
Yeah.
And it's just like my
I can't make
childhood.
my wife come. And it gets laughs. And he's like, no, seriously. I'm devastated by it. I believe she's sleeping with someone behind my back.
No, how is the fish? How is?
But seriously, man, just, we'll do it again at the end of this episode, I suppose. But thank you, anyone who's listening to this right now. If you've ever listened to an episode of this podcast beforehand, thanks so much, man. You guys made it a really fucking fun thing to do for a very long time. Me and Parker are in our 20s, so 2 years is like
Yep.
1/10 of our life. So
Yeah.
that's pretty
Holy
crazy to think
shit.
about. So
I've not had a relationship that's lasted 2
Yeah.
years.
I've had one. So, but no, seriously, thank you to everyone who supported us and bought T-shirts and
Yeah,
came to live shows and put stickers on water bottles and put it on their Instagram story. Everything. Thank you all so much. And
Yeah,
thank you, Jesse. Jesse, we'll pretend like
thank you to
Jesse's not
Jesse.
sitting right here.
Yeah.
I'll genuinely pretend like Jesse's not here, and I'll tell you straight up. Parker and I had no fucking idea what we were doing.
Totally. He
Through-
took such a chance on us.
Through almost any of it. Yeah, and we just came to Jesse and John at the time and with this idea, and they were like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And Jesse fucking did everything that he was capable of doing to make it work, and it fucking worked out. And we hit the ground running pretty good.
Yeah,
And
we literally didn't start the podcast with podcast equipment.
Yeah,
that's
we
insane.
literally-
How many people can
yeah,
say that?
it was literally Jesse. And
Yeah.
so, by the way, if people weren't aware of this, it was Jesse all the way until like July of 2020.
Yeah, true.
Like
yeah,
he was
very-
he was the roots behind it all the entire time. So, if you're a Fill My Heart fan, you're a Stab fan automatically. There's no other way around it. You can't like Fill My Heart without appreciating Stab comedy and Jesse
Yeah.
himself.
He's
Um,
kind of like the Glenn Danzig of of Fill My Heart, because
No, he's-
he put all the work in that first, and then
gonna
we
s-
just got to go with it.
I was gonna say he was like our Suge Knight.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was chasing people down that owed us money. he was pulling guns on people on the street.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jesse's a much more badass person than people think he is.
Yeah,
He was
no,
our
totally.
Phil Spector.
yeah,
He
true.
created the podcasting wall of sound. All right, I think that it's only fitting that we watch some clips now. What do you think?
Yeah, totally. I think so.
All right, for the last time ever, let's watch some clips. This one is called Woman Flirts Using Body Language.
Okay.
By the way, Dr. Phil had to have been the horniest man in the world when this episode was filmed.
Yeah, that's such a weird thing. Is she deaf? That might explain it.
Not quite, but
She just show her tits? Like, what is?
basically, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
Hi, my name's Heather. Growing up in Baltimore, I was very shy.
I don't know why Baltimore is specific to that story.
Yeah, she's like,
Growing up in growing up in Baltimore, I thought my fucking accent sounded stupid.
yeah, it's like, yeah, I just imagine going through Baltimore. You're like, hey, do you know if this is the way? They're like, I don't know.
Why
Everyone.
are you talking to me?
I'm from Baltimore. Stop.
Don't you know this is the city of social anxiety?
When it came to boys, I didn't develop the verbal skills to flirt. So I started using body language. It's worked for me as an adult with
Okay, that
Oh.
guy is awesome.
Yeah, he has not even a chin strap beard. Like,
It is so bad.
yeah, it's honestly like a shoelace.
Yeah,
around.
he's got a ponytail and like the thinnest little beard ever, and then a pair of like Target
Yeah,
sunglasses.
he
on.
honestly looks like a child porn producer that's gone way too Hollywood and lost
Yeah.
touch with his roots.
Yeah, well, and this is very produced like an early 2000s wrestling segment.
yeah,
Like, so
it
he
is.
kind of looks like a wrestler here.
Yeah, I could see
with
it.
men, but I noticed that women sometimes they judge me on first appearance and first impression. Dr. Phil, my question to you is, I wanted to know if there was a certain way to
She's like, my question to you is, would you fuck me?
make women feel more comfortable around me so that they wouldn't judge me based on appearance.
Okay, so they're in this production piece. They're showing a bunch of ladies looking at her.
Yeah, as she
She's
walks
not
by.
dressed provocatively.
Yeah, she's dressed
She's wearing
very normal.
a tank top and a skirt.
Yeah, very job interview-ish kind of, you know.
Yeah, or just fucking walking around. Like she's not dressed any more inappropriately than anyone else.
No,
we've seen in any clips.
100%,
It's so
yeah.
weird. It's so weird that they're like, okay, now look disapproving at this woman who's wearing a shirt.
Yeah, she's not in Yemen. Like,
Yeah,
she-
you literally can't even see her cleavage at all.
yeah. I mean, unless she's like, an elementary school teacher.
Yeah, right. Yes.
Because they have like insane.
Yes, then that would be, or if she
Dress
was a
codes.
Mormon or something, then
Yeah.
we got some issues.
Flirt with me right now like we just met.
How are you doing today?
I'm just smooth as a baby. Let me see the hair.
Yeah, girls don't know how to flirt. Like that's all it is. Because they don't need to know. They
Yeah,
could
but
just-
also, what does Dr. Phil like? So he's like, flirt with me right now, and then she does it. He's all, I'm not even a little bit horny. Get away from me. Like, what is this to show?
He's just he just maces her.
Yeah.
This is called whore repellent.
Not to go back too far, but like this is exactly what I was talking about, the levity. Like
Yeah.
he's very clearly like aware that this is a silly thing for
Yes,
a TV doctor
true.
to be doing.
100%.
You know, he's very
That's a good
He's
point.
very in on it, you know.
You actually work that into casual conversation. Well, do you think it'll rain today?
I'm very friendly. I love to talk to people. Like, what can I
She is hot as hell.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Totally.
Dude,
Which
it's-
is why it's so dumb that she does this, you know?
Yeah, well, it's so stupid that it's even an episode.
Yeah. It's very dumb. It would be like it would be like stepping out of a Lamborghini in like a really fancy suit and just going, I'm rich.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so rich.
Yeah, but then
Like, yeah,
being
look
like,
at-
but then being like, Dr. Phil, every time I drive through a poor neighborhood throwing fake money out the window, everyone gives me dirty looks. It's like, yeah, that's what happens.
specifically to?
Stop doing that.
Sometimes I don't realize that I'm doing it.
Like,
Yes.
I hate it when I just sort of forget and go,
And Dr. Phil's pretending to flex. God, dude, look how schlubby he looks.
Dude, he looks like a different person, honestly.
Yeah, he looks like he got his suit at the thrift shop.
Yeah.
Like, it's so ill-fitting.
all right.
All right, that's a lot of clapping.
That's so much.
That's
Yeah.
that's a lot. I don't.
Hey, the last time I heard this much clap was when that lady's pussy was next to me. You guys know what I'm talking about?
She's got mounds for days.
Oh, Heather, they're not getting you. Heather really touched a nerve with our viewers. We got hundreds of letters. Take a look.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
They did not get hundreds.
Probably not.
They did not get hundreds.
Dear Dr. Phil. Dear Phil. Dr. Phil, are you kidding yourself? That woman who teases men, she knows exactly what she's doing. The flirtatious hair flipper, a.k.a. the cleavage clencher.
AKA
The cleavage clencher.
the Sultan of sweaty tits,
Yeah.
AKA the bruiser of big naturals. She just keeps giving her nicknames, titty nicknames.
That chick thinks she can enter into another's personal space boundaries without an invitation. The bottom line is
They're
this.
just showing letters. It's like, I am the Zodiac Killer. I will kill again at midnight tonight. Unless
Let me see if I can read this one. It says, "Dear Phil, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. I left myself." Yeah, this is fun. This is just so bizarre to like do an episode about this. It's
Yeah.
like, this lady can't stop making men get boners.
yeah, this lady's good at flirt or bad at flirting. I don't know. I'm horny either way. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
She knows exactly what she is doing. She knows how to be the center of attention.
Flirty girl today was just annoying. She doesn't give a darn whether she comes across as threatening to other women.
Whoa, insecure much?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's also kind of funny. Also, horrendous picture of this lady right here.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's like fading out the letters.
Whoa, that's
and
super weird.
Yeah, she looks haunted, and she's also got a little Hitler stash. going too. Well, I was gonna say like, to just compare and contrast the two.
Mhm.
Now, Dr. Phil, this lady is like confrontational.
Right.
She's on here going, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
I can fuck any guy I want. You know,
Yeah,
like that's her
she's
attitude
getting
now.
defensive.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that it's just kind of a change of the times. And like not that one way is better than the other,
Mm-hmm.
but like you'll see as these clips progress, these ladies speak in very veiled terms about their open sexuality because it's still early 2000s TV.
Okay.
So they're
that
not
makes
out here
sense.
going like, yeah, I get around. You know,
Yeah,
they're just
totally.
like, I like to attract men. And you're
Yeah.
like, I know what you're saying here. You're a siren. I get it. But
Well, Heather's back today, so how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Well, you certainly got people talking.
Apparently.
Yeah? So what did you take away from the show when you were here?
I took a lot of stuff out of the green room. I took I took a desk. I have a lamp now.
I took a lot of girls' husbands in the crowd.
I took home so much dick.
The last conversation we had, it was more about flirting and women thinking that I was flirting with their husbands and their boyfriends. That isn't what I really wanted to talk about, so maybe I didn't communicate my point across correctly.
All right, we'll clean it up now.
Okay. It's when I'm wearing, sweatpants and a t-shirt and no makeup, and I'm just, there's women who don't have their husbands or boyfriends around, and they act catty towards me. My question that I really wanted to get an answer from you before last time was, what do I do with women when there's no man around? I'm not flirting, I'm just being myself. I'm not flirting with anybody, they don't have a man around them.
So what do they do?
They act catty towards me, and that's what
Like
I wanted
how?
to know.
Explain
Just that
catty.
They make rude comments, things like that.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're just
Or
like
they
standing in
just
line
don't
at the
talk to me.
grocery store, you got your bread and milk under your arm, and somebody walks up and just says, bitch.
See,
Dr.
dude, he
Phil,
killed. Yeah, he used
He's
to
so
fucking kill,
charismatic.
dude.
Holy
yeah.
shit.
And this just doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, not at all.
This is not fun anymore. Like
Yeah.
he should listen to this episode of Fill My Heart and hear that first 30 minutes and take it to heart.
Yeah, we really should. Yeah.
We should send it to him and say, give this a listen and let us know what you think.
Well, not quite that drastic, but if I'm hanging out with my girlfriends
That is horrifying.
and they have their female friends around,
Yeah.
they just don't talk to me. They don't even take the time.
Oh, so they ignore you.
Yes.
What?
So, well, now, Leslie was in the...
Yeah, that's not catty.
Yeah, that's just, they don't know who you are. You're a stranger
Yeah.
at the grocery store.
She's like, every time I go to the dentist, no one there wants me to suck their dick right away.
the audience when Heather was here and says that she's obnoxious and gives women a bad name.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe the reason she's comes off so unlikable to people in everyday life is because she's the kind of person who would go on Dr. Phil because she flirts too much.
Yeah, true.
Like, that is such an unlikable quality about somebody who's like, I need to go to the doctor. Why? I can't stop, like, twirling my hair in my fingers.
I'm very horny.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah,
No,
I
we
need
only-
like I need a red chew, like a reverse of blue chew.
Yeah,
to-
yeah. She needs
quell
a
my
red
horny-
pill chew.
Yeah.
Agree with that. We're just getting the flip side. So no matter how flat you make a pancake, it's got two sides. All right, so Leslie...
Hope that catches on. Anyway,
No matter how flat you make your titties, goddamn it, I mean a pancake.
You said she's obnoxious.
Yes, and I'm not here to attack Heather. I'm here to attack the behavior of Heather. It's the
Oh,
it's
fuck
just like,
you.
are you just jealous because you have a Star Trek Next Generation haircut?
She looks like she does her hair every morning by putting a new Lego on her head. What a shitty thing for, like, this is awesome.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
just be like, I brought someone who hates you to here. Let's hear what she's got to say.
Yeah.
Is she a doctor? Nope.
Nope, she just has a chip on her shoulder.
Just a lady who watched you talk for an hour a couple weeks ago. It's so stupid.
the culmination of these insecurities that make it really hard for the rest
As
of us
opposed
work
to me,
very
who is
Yeah.
just watching you tell intimate details about your life
Yeah.
on a Tuesday.
As opposed to me, the most secure person who needs to come to this to tell other people that this lady's bad.
Yeah, no, so forth.
very hard to be grounded.
Well, that's very politically correct, but what do you mean? I'm not
She's
here
just
to
like,
attack you.
bitches be crazy, Dr. Phil.
Dude, that might be the greatest Dr. Phil screenshot ever right there.
Whoa.
Let's get that
Whoa,
one.
you can screenshot on the computer? That's
Oh,
so
yeah, you
cool.
didn't know that? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I put that one away. That's awesome right there.
Yeah, very.
You,
Well,
it's
it's
just
the
everything you
behavior.
do.
Right. Well, it's silly to think that when Heather came on the show, I just laughed because she was like, "I really want to be friends with these women," and that's not true because if you did, you wouldn't act that way. And I don't think Heather's need structure includes women at all. I think she.
needs?
God, this lady just sounds like your aunt that thinks she knows you.
Yeah,
You know, or she's like, what you need to be doing is going to school for aerospace. And you're like, I don't like math.
Yeah.
You don't know me. Shut up.
My aunt's awesome and lets me be a slut. But yeah, I do see what you're saying.
No, I just mean, like, I used to, like, if you ever hung around, like, your parents' friends or some shit, and they think that just because they've heard, like, secondhand information about you,
true. I know
that they
what you
know
mean.
what you should be doing in life.
Yeah, they're
like,
just like, I remember when you were in 6th grade, you loved Lego.
Well, and look, when I was your age, I was thinking the same thing. I was just chasing a bunch of tail. I was working at Home Depot.
Yeah.
And then I realized I was like, I need to get a job at the state, and I think that's what you should do. Your dad's told me that you like doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah, totally. No, I
like,
definitely
okay,
get
shut
that.
up.
That's very true.
Structure?
Yeah. I'm a child of therapy.
I guessed as much. Now you're not going to let your inner puppy come out and pee on the carpet, are you? Okay, because we don't want any inner puppies out here.
Dude, he's fucking wrecking.
Yeah, totally.
He
so
is
charming.
Yeah, he's about to Cat Williams towel dab his forehead. Right
I'm resolving so many childhood issues in this motherfucker.
Man, this bitch keep flirting. I swear to God, Lord testing me.
All right, but no, you say if I can translate that for me, let me think through it. Women are not in your need structure. I mean, she doesn't care whether women like her or not.
No, her needs come before anybody else's feelings. Her needs. For
You don't know her.
validation.
You've seen like an hour clip of her.
This lady's qualification, as she put it, is I'm a child of therapy.
Yeah, totally.
That's what's
a child of.
That's
I didn't
what
even
she's
know what she meant.
Yeah, that's what she's going like. You know what? This lady probably needs to hear from me.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah, upsetting. All right, let's get to this next
My
clip.
name's Hillary.
Woman admits flirting has its perks.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like Paris Hilton.
Yeah, I was thinking that she looks like Paris Hilton if she were like raised in Paris. Like,
yeah,
and that's not a good thing.
Yeah,
And I'm definitely a flirt. Flirting is innate in all mammals. Antelopes do it, lobsters do it, snakes do it. It's called.
is a snake a mammal?
I have no idea.
No, right? It doesn't milk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess not. Yeah.
Wait, lobsters aren't mammals either.
Yeah, I don't think she.
Wait, did she say mammals?
I think she said.
She
mammals.
said mammals,
Yeah.
right? And then proceeded to list two non-mammals.
It was like such a weird statement. I didn't even like think of that.
United States is the greatest place in the world to live. You know,
Yeah.
Cuba, Baja, Mexico.
It's the best state.
Yeah.
Called courting. You can get extra things from it as well, whether it be drinks, dinner.
A role in a Harvey Weinstein film.
On this show.
Yeah. You can get on Dr. Phil.
Ribs, whatever. If you want to go that far, you can. My friends and I have created this game called the Kissing Banditry Points Game.
God, dude, what? Imagine explaining to this person 2020.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Good God.
In 14 years, what you're talking about will be highly illegal.
The kissing bit. This does not sound good.
Yeah.
You get points from kissing random guys. Sweetheart.
Yes.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, she did not ask.
Yeah,
That's
she's just
very
sexually
weird.
assaulting a man outside of a bar.
Oh, man. He's like, Dr. Phil's like, the only one who sexually assaults on the show is me.
She's like, why don't you smile, baby? Come on. He's like, I don't feel comfortable. I'm just trying to go see the band Creed in concert.
Thanks.
The winner of the game has
Dude, they do not look
so
enthused at
uncomfortable.
all.
points. My friends and I have a ball when we play this game. This game is all about
Oh my God, I hate her so
Yeah,
much,
oh,
dude.
yeah.
She's in the backseat of like a fucking Lincoln Town car.
Yeah.
Sipping champagne as if it's what she normally does.
Yeah, 100%. She's
quantity, not quality. Any guy is prime prey.
Jesus Christ,
yeah,
dude.
Good God. Someone
Oh
should check.
my God. Okay. Oh, they have a list of
Average guy.
type of target.
Oh, I
Average-
would be fucking furious. If you're
Yeah.
going to sexually assault me and be like, yeah, he's kind of a loser.
yeah. Look, he's not hot, but I'm going to rape him anyway.
Yeah, but he's still 10
Yeah.
points. Like,
Yeah, you get points for a guy with a hat.
Oh.
Dude, that's good news. This has got to be a good news for a guy who's wearing like a fedora in 2006. He's
Yeah,
like,
true.
okay, I wasn't so far off.
You get 10 points. A guy over
Short
60
guy under 5 feet, that's just, that's evil.
Yeah.
That is evil. That's
Yeah.
preying on the weak.
Well, and now she's about
She
to tell
is-
us that she's trying to fuck this old guy.
Yeah, it seems like she's just a lion that goes after wounded gazelles.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
55, you get 50 points. A guy from a foreign country is 50 points. A guy
Oh, by the way,
Oh.
this game is not kissing.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this lady is just, her and her friends are keeping score of who can kiss the most guys?
Yeah,
They're
probably,
fucking
yeah.
grown adults.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
This game is about having sex with these people.
Yeah, true. I'm
You know
sure
what I
that-
mean? Like, it has to be.
Yeah.
guy with a hat.
She said that there is a category for, like, foreign people, so it's more racially inclusive.
Yeah, there you go. So she's at least not a racist.
Yeah.
tack on an extra 5 points to the 10 points. The big honcho points are 100 points, and those are if you get
If you give a black guy a rim job, it's like, well, okay, why is that on there? That seems so specific. She's like, let's just say I've racked up a couple 100-point nights.
a cop, a celebrity, or a bartender.
Wait, what? Those are such different.
No, those are just the only people I salute.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, bartenders. Yeah, what a weird collection of people. What was it, a celebrity?
Businessman?
No, a cop.
A cop?
And a bartender.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's so weird.
So weird.
The girl, who cares? 25 points. I am sure that we have probably pissed off some girls in the process. I don't want to tread on anyone's toes, but, stay at home. It's very...
She can't believe herself.
Yeah, totally.
That's
She's-
the most unlikable thing about her. She's like, I am so
Yeah,
bad.
there's nothing worse than like a fucking super creepy person that thinks they're just quirky.
Yeah, she's making like the facial expressions of like someone who is on Atkins but just ordered cheesecake.
Yeah.
She's like, I cannot believe I'm doing this. Is
Yeah.
so bad.
I'm so bad.
very empowering, and if you just grab your girlfriends and
Girl,
you wanna have some good-
girl boss feminism in fucking 2002 was
Yeah.
just sexual assault.
Yeah, dude, this was prime white lady calling all their friends my girlfriend.
Yeah, true. Holy shit.
This is perfect time for that.
Yeah.
Everyone, just my girlfriend has this girlfriend who sells Tupperware.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, my boyfriend has Oakley sunglasses. What of it?
Yeah, he doesn't
name's
know.
Tyler.
He doesn't know. Who cares? I'm so bad.
fun. You go play the kissing banditry game. You go.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Dr. Phil's all, this bitch stank. The crowd just goes crazy. Woo!
I have a present for you, Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
Do you have a pen?
It's a used condom. She's like, I brought it to you. I thought you would like it. She's like a cat who brings you a dead rat. Like, I don't
It's a
want
dead
that.
bird.
This is an autograph, my own personal autographed copy of the rules and regulations.
Oh, it's
What?
so what I've been waiting
Oh, of
for.
the
The game, yeah.
I think you can keep it in your bathroom and read it then.
Yeah, bathroom would be a good.
See, she just did it again.
Yeah, yeah.
She just said that. A completely, like, terrible joke.
Yeah.
And then makes, like, I can't believe I just said that face to the other girl,
yeah.
Heather.
Oh, God.
Who's probably going to be like, I'm actually sucking dick out here. And you're out here fucking playing a kissing game? We are not the same. I'm built different.
So, this is just like a big game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you think other women think about this?
My friends love, and I love it. Girls, I don't really notice. I don't pay attention.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah. I don't really. Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm driving, if pedestrians start walking in the crosswalk, I just don't notice. I
Yeah.
just keep going. Who cares?
I'm sure the girls with boyfriends probably get irritated by
You
it.
think?
Yeah.
Or the
that
guys,
was cute.
too, who you make uncomfortable.
Dude, I cannot stand this fucking
Yeah,
lady.
she really. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think they might get irritated?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and so you're saying.
First off,
Yeah.
she's not like...
Consent is like kind of kooky.
Yeah.
I'm just a kooky gal.
It's not even like she's really charming.
Yeah,
she's
not at
just
all.
abrasive and upfront. Like,
Yeah, very.
so
They're in a
bizarre.
bar, you're at a table, you like this guy, y'all been dating a while,
Right.
and they start kind of flirting with him from over there, and then you see him going to the bathroom, one of them stops him or something, and they're over there hanging a lip on him, and you just think that's just all the fun in the world.
I'm fine with it. If he
Yeah.
was to respond to it, that would be a different story.
So how do you tell the difference?
Oh, you can tell.
Yeah, so you would, if he was just ambushed,
Yeah.
then he's
he
a
would sit
victim.
down and we would have a good laugh about it.
He's a victim.
Sure, you want to call it victim or prey, I guess?
Yeah, so that wouldn't bother you.
No.
So what's the...
she's fucked up.
Yeah, it's just like, well, what if you were putting it like he's just explaining empathy?
Yeah,
like
right.
at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, I just can't imagine, like, like, of course, no one's going to have the context of this back then, but, like,
Yeah.
what would you do in that situation?
Yeah,
if some
yeah.
lady just walked up to you and grabbed your face and kissed you in front of your girlfriend.
Yeah, or she just does it to random people, it seems, too.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, but I mean
yeah.
that, like, she's like, yeah, the girls with whose boyfriend it is probably are mad. Like,
Yeah.
as the guy, what are you supposed to do?
That's a
You're
good
what, are you
question.
supposed to punch this lady?
Yeah, true.
Anything you do besides that is going to look like you were okay with it to your girlfriend.
True, yeah, 100%. That is a tough pickle. Yeah, you should just, like, say, not now, Linda. I'm I'm with woman number 2.
Yeah,
And
right.
what do you get out of this?
Thrill. It's
Just a sopping wet pussy. I mean, this thing is dripping down my pants.
You may look at flirting as something that's sort of a superficial thing, but it's something that you can have a ball with.
Really?
Oh,
I have a
something
ball.
you can have a ball with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
She's
You're
like,
lovely,
I've
but
had a
she's-
state job for 3 months, and yes, I do fancy myself a billionaire.
Lovely, by the way.
Yeah. So you're not feeling so bad about Heather now, are you, Leslie? So if you do this, does
That girl's like, she's raping men.
Yeah.
anybody ever get offended?
Yeah.
I mean, does some guy say, hey, look, back off?
It's interesting. If you break that space with any guy, he'll kiss you. And that's another thing. It's like, I've seen the most beautiful girls sort of fail miserably at points game. You can look however you want, but it's sort of an interesting little psychological test, because once you sort of break that space, the personal space barrier with a guy, he's putty in your hands. Now, guys with girlfriends or wives, hopefully they'll be offended by you kissing them.
Why is that their job to have a reaction to it? I
Yeah.
can't understand that. To be like, yeah, most people, when I start yelling the N-word in public, it should be their job to come punch me. But if they don't, I'm just going to keep yelling it. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like, have some personal responsibility here, you idiot.
If they aren't, I don't have a lot of respect for them at all.
Jeez.
'cause-
Now that's catty.
That is bonkers to
Yeah.
me, dude. To just be like, I don't respect men who don't get mad when I try to kiss them in front of their wife.
Yeah, holy shit.
I gotta tell
That is crazy.
you.
Uh-oh.
c-
I can
'cause-
smell it coming.
No, I got to tell you, because if I was in a restaurant and you did that, my
Yes.
wife would knock you out.
Damn.
Damn, let's see it then, bitch.
Yeah.
Get her out of here, Dr. Phil. Put your fucking money where your mouth is. He's like, oh, Robin.
She's just, you just see fucking Robin wrapping up her hands.
Yeah. She's just smoking a
We
cigarette in
got
a
people
dark lit
talking.
hallway.
Yeah, she just says, like, Everlast is one hell of a company. Just kisses her boxing gloves.
All right, let's do this last clip here. Woman says husband flirts with every woman he
Yeah.
sees.
Last clip ever. Of
Last
Dr.
clip
Phil.
ever, yeah.
The show ends. He's
Yeah.
told us that. They're canceling.
This is-
It's like, oh, I'm canceling the show too. What the
If
fuck's
they're
going
gone,
on?
I'm gone. He's just yelling at his lawyer.
Yeah.
He's like, we have no bearing on them. He's like, I want them here still. We need each other.
Anthony and I
Okay, this one is called "The Woman Says Husband Flirts with Every Woman He Sees." Tight.
have been married 6 years.
Oh my God, that guy flirting with anybody is supreme confidence.
Yeah, 100%. Good
He's
God.
wearing a button-down shirt underneath a Christmas sweater.
Yeah, he looks like Yeah. Oh, he looks like he thinks that Carlton from Fresh Prince is like a gang member. Like that's how he's.
He looks like he's running for like some city council job, but he's going to get like 6% of the vote.
Yeah. He looked like he woke up from a coma and thinks it might be Christmas, but isn't too sure. So he's going to put on sweaters.
Yeah, I mean, what an atrocious outfit.
My husband dearly, however, he has a problem with flirting with every woman he sees, from the cashier.
Oh, dude, there's a little girl in his backyard.
Ooh,
it just
yikes.
shows him going like, so what are you up to later? It's their daughter.
At Kroger to the women in church.
I wouldn't say that I'm a flirt. I would say that I'm just very, very friendly.
He's not like good looking enough either to like pull this off.
He's got weird youth pastor vibes.
Yes, definitely.
By it. However, I just can't get past the way I feel when he's talking to another woman, and it just makes me feel crazy. It drives me insane. One day, we were at a sports bar, and we accidentally bumped into an old friend of ours, and he picked her up and carried her to the restroom.
What I was doing is going to the restroom, and she was there saying, "Hey, Anthony, I need to go too." And I said, "Well, let's go." It's not like
I said, well, I got a boner right now. Why don't I go pop this in your mouth in the handicap stall? And my wife was like, that's flirting. I'm like, I'm being friendly.
Yeah, like it's a sports bar. Right?
Yeah.
I watch Cheers. This is how they do it.
Locker room talk, baby. Just guys being dudes.
I was picking her up and bringing her to my car, and then we were going to a hotel.
She got on his back, everyone's cheering, all this attention, and I just feel so left out. And I'm like, that's my husband.
She just starts trying to climb up her friend's back to sit on her shoulders. Let's build a pyramid.
What if she just says she just tries to do like a game of pool chicken with him? Like, it's just like, I'll knock this bitch out. And just like, Gary, he's a bartender.
Just
Gary,
starts
let me hop on their shoulders.
Chicken fighting with the security guard.
I was angry. I was embarrassed. I felt so belittled.
I'm just comfortable with being friendly, so I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place.
We were together with some friends at a
Which is
swimming
what I
pool.
call my balls.
My balls are the rocks and my dick is the hard place.
Anthony and a friend of ours start chasing each other, and Anthony pushes her in the pool. And so they fall into the pool in each other's arms together. To see him in another woman's arms, why isn't he doing that with me? Anthony's flirting has affected me.
He's like, you always have your phone in your pocket. Next question.
It's just like, you don't know how to swim.
Yeah, well, stop wearing jeans to the pool and I'll start pushing you in, you idiot.
My female relationships, and I'm getting tired of not having any girlfriends.
I believe 110% that I do not flirt. I believe my wife is so scared of being hurt by maybe one day finding out that he's cheating on me. I tell her, I love you, babe. I mean, you're the world to me.
So, Dr. Phil, my question is...
This guy is for sure cheating on her.
Yeah.
1,000,000%.
Is my husband's flirting really flirting, or is it just my insecurities?
Anthony. Listen, I really came into this wanting to help you.
He just fist bumps him?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good shit, dude. Whatever I just saw up there, that was awesome.
He's like, the first time I fucked a bitch in the pool.
He's like, can we cut the mics for a second? He's all, did you grab titty when you were in that pool? Man to man here, you and me, no mics.
It's just like, man, you got a kid. That's the receipt that you fucked.
Yeah, that's proof, brother. Give me one.
I mean, I really did. But you lost me when you said...
Dude, November 25th, 2002.
Holy shit.
That's when this aired.
Hey, we were both on the way to the bathroom, so I just put her on my shoulders and took her. I mean, do you really think that's okay?
Well, it's not like if I said, hey, let me pick you up and let's go to the restroom together. She's like, well, I need to go to the restroom.
Dude, do you know how much that hurt? Like, as someone with a back issue, just trying to think of picking someone up, a grown adult on my shoulders
holy shit.
with no help. Oh, my God, dude.
Definitely. And 2002, so everyone has, a bunch of Tamagotchis in their pocket. Like that.
Yeah. Everyone's got chain wallets.
Yeah, chain wallets. Yeah, with your fucking, what are those jeans called?
Janko jeans?
Yeah, Janko jeans.
Dude, yeah, I would be able to convince my wife that it wasn't flirting because I'd be like, I can't fuck anybody because my back is broken.
Yeah, it's like she has a padlock as a necklace. That's an extra 10 pounds.
Yeah, she's what, I'm supposed to be not talking to her even though we both love Sum 41?
Yeah, it's like, look, 9/11 or whatever it's going to be called happened a year ago. I'm trying to cope.
Yeah, he's like, baby, didn't you learn anything from 9/11? Life is short.
Yeah,
Let's live it up.
Learn it from what? You mean that thing last year? Is that what it's called now?
I think we're just calling it that, aren't we?
I think, yeah, it'll catch on.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to trademark it. She's like, no, don't waste our money on that.
Restroom, and she jumps on me, and I take her to the restroom on my back. I mean, that's just, going to the restroom, and then I guess I didn't have to do it on the way back.
Dude, he is sweating so bad.
Yeah, holy shit. There's no lie detector test, and he's failing still.
Yeah.
But I went ahead and did it on the way back from the restroom, too.
Because she just looked tired.
Well, yeah.
He's like, on the way back, though, I had her sit facing backwards so, I could really smell it.
I was Batista bombing her. You know how it goes.
Yeah, I had her up for a last ride, and
yeah, it's just I didn't want her feet to be.
Well,
so
I mean,
close.
but you did so. But honestly, you don't see that as crossing the line of appropriate behavior for a married guy.
No, I don't.
What did you think when you saw that?
I was just like beside myself. I didn't know how to act. I was shocked. I was embarrassed. I was like, am I even here? Am I your wife? What's the deal?
Do you have?
All right, that was it.
Yep.
That was it.
Yep.
Let's get some plugs in here.
Yeah, that's a good way to go out, I think.
Yeah,
it
was fun.
Yeah.
Why are we quitting? No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
All right, buddy, you want to go ahead and plug away?
Yeah. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Parker the Newman. Yeah, I guess still, check out our Instagram too at Fill My Heart Pod. I don't know. We'll see what we're going to do with it, but.
Yeah, I don't know yet.
Yeah. At Fill My Heart Pod, yeah. Let's see. Stab Comedy. They put this together. Please check them out if you're in Sacramento. What's your guys' Instagram stuff here?
At
Do
Stab
you mind?
Comedy?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, at Stab Comedy.
Yeah.
On Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Stab Comedy. They have events, and I don't know when, but eventually should open back up. Hopefully.
Yeah.
And if not, well, I'm sure it will. But I mean, in the meantime, tons of Facebook stuff going on. Twitch, Stab Comedy too.
Yeah, literally every single day.
Yeah.
Jesse's on here.
Such a great place. Yeah.
All right. You can follow me on Twitter at Drew Apsher, on Instagram at Drew Apsher is dumb. As far as dates go, if you're listening to this right now, tomorrow on Tuesday the 16th, I'll be doing a sports ball here at Stab Comedy Theater, at Comedy Stab Theater. Jesse, you guys ever thought about rebranding the Comedy Stab Theater?
All the time.
And then, let's see, geez. I don't have anything until next Thursday, the 25th of March. We had to move Corner House Comedy to that day because of rain.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
It does suck. Actually, are you available for a set?
I might
the 25th?
be. Yeah.
It's outdoors.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
you can drop by, come to a set. Anyway, 25th, Corner House Comedy. You can follow that page at Corner House Comedy. If you're in the Sacramento area, me and Luke Soin, who is another local comedian, we're going to start running a show. So you got to follow the Instagram because we have a phone number that you have to text to reserve seats because there's limited space because it's in his backyard. Other than that, man, just one more sincere thank you to everyone who listened.
Yeah, thank you guys. We seriously fucking love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. It means the world to us. So yeah, the fact that you stuck around, even this your first episode, you stuck around till now. So
that's impressive.
You. Yeah.
And without making it too sappy, thank you, Parker.
Yeah, thank you.
This was not the beginning of our friendship. It's not the end of our friendship. But what a fucking chapter we've put in this thing, man. We had a lot of really good moments and a lot of guests that were big for us, you know,
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
Mike Racine and Keith Carey on the podcast.
Yeah,
Those were
that's
big.
cool.
And
Yeah.
we kind of have these notches in our belt and, you know, have built a little bit of an audience or whatever you want to call it. And I couldn't have done any of this shit without you. And
Yeah,
this,
couldn't have done it without you either.
Yeah.
Uploading all the episodes and shit, literally.
yeah, none of this works, man. None of this works without every piece being, whether it be Parker, Jesse, myself, whatever.
Yeah.
None of it works for this long. And I'm just so fucking appreciative of everyone who helped it along the way in whatever way they did. Thank you to Oscar. For making logos and designs for us.
Totally,
and,
super cool, dude.
Thank you to Trey for always reaching out and giving us. Thank you to I think his name's Kreidler on social medias. Thank you for helping us. You know, letting us know about who are these podcasts mentioned that got us a lot of traction. And
yeah, totally. There's Sarah. She's and Josh. They're big.
Yeah. Thanks to Taylor for always listening.
Yeah.
All these people, man. These are real fucking people who reach out to us constantly and who we love to hear from. And please continue to reach out. Continue to reach out.
Yeah, totally.
We want to keep in touch with you guys as much as possible.
And
so.
I'm sure eventually one of us will want to do another podcast or something.
Dude, maybe it's this again. You know, who fucking knows? Maybe
So,
this starts up again. Who knows?
Look at our shit for updates. You know, because there will be some eventually.
Absolutely. Okay, guys. I got a different song we should close with.
Yeah.
Just as cliche. Oh, why'd you spoil it?
Oh, sorry. Well, because I actually thought this, I guess this doesn't relate, but I actually thought this was a Green Day song because when I downloaded it on LimeWire, or my dad did, in third grade, it said that is from Green Day.
Yeah.
That and Flagpole Sitter, too.
But you thought it was Green Day?
Yeah, but then eventually, you know, it's like Santa Claus. Eventually, you start asking questions, and you're like, hold on.
This doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
You know what song is like that? There's a cover of Blink-182's Damn It.
Oh, yeah,
by some band called SOAD.
Oh, yeah,
But when I
I've heard
downloaded
it.
off LimeWire, it was uploaded as it was SODY.
Oh,
but anyway,
really?
and then it was uploaded as System of a Down.
Mhm.
And I was like, this is the weirdest system. It's like an acoustic cover. Anyway, guys, that's a great way to end this podcast. We will talk to you guys eventually somewhere else, probably.
Yeah,
okay.
love you all.
We love you guys. Talk to you later. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Closing time. Oh, I was early on it. Hold on, let me try again. Here we go. Closing. Oh, I'm early. All right, talk to you guys later. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye. There it is.
All right. That's it.
Alrighty, thank you everybody. Thank you for sticking around for how long? Yes, 7 hours and 40 minutes. Well, this is the end of day 3. Oh, careful. I'm still paying the insurance, but that doesn't mean we have to test it. This is day 3 of the quarantine anniversary. We've got 5 more days of this, celebrating, you know, all the stuff that we did instead of mourning all the stuff that we couldn't. So check us out tomorrow, starting at 4:30 with Who the Heck Are You? Then that makes it 6 o'clock for video or Trivia Killed the Radio Star. Then, as Drew mentioned, at 7:30 at Sports Ball. Then 9 p.m. the Obscure Movie Trivia Show. And then more. Just check out stabcomedytheater.com for the full calendar of events. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow. Let's see, where can we send the remaining Twitch audience? You know what? We haven't sent folk over to our friend Dan in a while, so let's send you guys over to Danatage. And I will see you tomorrow. Hold on for the rest.
No distractions, don't hear no buzzes and bells, don't see no lights a flashing. He plays by sense of smell. He always gets a replay. The digit counters fall. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. He's a pinball wizard. He has to be a twist. A pinball wizard. He's got such a supple wrist. He's a pinball wizard. His score shoot